Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Maverick here. It's Monday, so that means another episode of Monogatari Mondays. We are in the 4th episode of the Koimonogatari arc, and that also means this is the second half of it, and I do believe that this is where the twist happens, right? We left on a cliffhanger last episode where Kaiki was about to explore Sengoku's closet. I have a feeling that what he discovers might change his perception of the entire situation. So far, it's been going quite smoothly from Kaiki's perspective, but perhaps that is just a false sense of security. Perhaps Gaian's worries are not unfounded, and there's a little bit more to the background of Sengoku than we presume as of right now. So, looking forward to that, and well, let's just get into it and see exactly what skeletons Kaiki discovers in the closet. Alright. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Hotel? It's the guy or gal or whoever it is that's telling him, right? From last episode. Stay out of it. Is it Gaian? Is it Araragi? Oh, he was actually having a cold shower, eh? To calm his nerves, perhaps? Maybe it was mentioned somewhere in the text, and it happened too fast so I can see it. I don't see how hard it is to slip a letter underneath his door, though. Oh. Okay, that was kind of unexpected. No, actually, oh, I see. That's why, I guess I was kind of spoiled about this. Someone did mention that, Kaiki and Senjougahara sang an opening together. I wonder if they're... Well, okay, last episode someone also said that the voice actors are purposely singing bad so as to have a more amateurish feel? Something like that? Come on, quit flirting around. Touche. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Right. The meeting between Hanekawa and Guy, that was a while ago, right? She basically was like, you only know what you know, but I know everything. Hmm. Mm. He's like, sure, whatever. Whatever, girl. Don't dry your hair while talking with someone. I mean, technically true. Mm. Yeah, I really think that wasn't Gaian. That's what I said. Hmm. Is that how Senjougahara is supposed to be right now. So then who exactly is it? The Fire Sisters? That doesn't really make sense. Like Senjougahara, yeah. That's still not 100 times, though. So he needs to... Oh, that would be way more than 10,000 yen. I do kind of wonder, though. I was gonna say, isn't she quite prejudiced against... Well, I mean, I guess I can't really fault her. Senku is trying to kill her, after all. Seriously, dude. I mean, she's a god. Yeah. Does it really work that way? Alright. Yep. This is such a... I really don't know what to make of this. Huh? I did not recognize her at all. What? Now this was an unexpected development. Oh, so she told the lie. I wouldn't really call that advice. Oh. So she left so that Senjougahara would have no other hope other than to find Kaiki. Hmm. What is with your hair? Well, I mean, actually, I think her hair was like that at the end of her arc, right? Ah, there we go. They just had to work her catchphrase into this once, right? And then we stop here? Like what exactly happened in this episode? Nothing. Nothing happened. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys after this. Alrighty, I don't really know what to think anymore for this particular arc. I don't even know, like, what I'm supposed to take away from this particular episode. Like, honestly, I feel like half the episode was just Kaiki flirting around with Senjougahara. There, I've said it, right? I already mentioned this a few episodes ago, where I really feel that the interactions between those two definitely point to them having something in the past, right? Now, yeah, sure, I get it. Kaiki already mentioned at the very beginning that this is not entirely guaranteed to be true. You know, it's his version of the events and whatnot, right? We already established the thing of an unreliable narrator at the very beginning. And I think looking through 4 episodes in, we can definitely tell that there are some parts that Kaiki is embellishing, right? He's definitely embellishing himself a lot. Like, for instance, during the bathing scene here. I mean, sure, it's like an artistic decision by the animation team and whatnot to portray him in that way, right? But I do feel like that is basically telling us that, you know, in these versions of events, Kaiki is acting a lot cooler than probably what really happened, and so on and so forth. So that I definitely feel like that is true, right? Don't get me wrong. He's definitely not being entirely neutral about the entire situation. With that being said, though, you don't embellish things that have no relation to you, or you don't embellish random people or your interactions with random people. They must have a reason there, right? And so, whichever way you cut it, obviously these conversations that Kaiki has with Senjougahara, and even the jokes that they play with each other, they're kind of important, right? And it's definitely an important aspect of the story that Kaiki is trying to tell here, and so that it by itself, whether or not the things transpired exactly as described by him, they are of importance, right? And then also, obviously, you got the opening as well with them two sing a duet and all that. I'm not gonna look into that too much, but basically what I'm trying to say here is, yeah, definitely these two kind of sort of had a thing in the past. Now, obviously, that is old news now, and we're not going back. I'm not doubting Senjougahara on that aspect. I'm just saying though that they're definitely choosing a very interesting angle to play with here. The offer here and the producers and whatnot. But yeah, so basically half the episode was just that, I guess you could say. And then of course, I'm starting to think, so Hanekawa coming back was definitely a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting her to show up in this sort of method, and basically saying that, yeah, basically this is within my calculations. I wanted to push Senjougahara to you to ask for your help, yada yada yada. So not really too much. I don't want to talk about that too much. I mean, I presume we're going to go a bit more in depth into the questions in the next episode. But this actually got me thinking, right? Even though we are looking at this particular arc from the perspective of Kaiki, I kind of get the feeling that he's just a small piece of the entire puzzle as well. In fact, he's just a small pawn in the entire game that is being played here. So I feel like he is being manipulated as well through these various events and so on and so forth to go towards an ending which someone is trying to set up, right? And who that someone is, are there multiple someones? I don't know. I was thinking through like all the characters that we've seen so far, and as to, who could be one of the masterminds behind all this. I don't think it's Gaien, actually, and I don't think it's Senjougahara or Araragi. Is Hanekawa one of them? Maybe. The only person, though, that I've kind of found out that I missed, and that we haven't seen in a while, and to be honest, we don't really know much of yet, is Oshino Ogi, right? So at the end of the last arc, we do, I think I even mentioned that as well, Oshino Ogi definitely has a big role, played a big role in turning Sengoku this way. So I think it's safe to say that perhaps, she's the one behind this, a lot of the events that's transpiring here, pushing everyone to go towards a certain ending, if you will, or a certain showdown. And I think that's my best guess for right now, because anyone else doesn't really make much sense to me. So I'm going with Oshino Ogi for now. Beyond that, what else for this episode? Hanekawa, Kaiki, Senjougahara. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Honestly, if I wasn't doing these videos, I would already be binge watching the entire arc to the end, because, I do consider this a compliment for the anime in that, even though literally I don't have anything much to say or deduce from the events that transpired within this episode, it's still making me very entertained, and it makes me keep on wanting to know more, right? Like what's gonna happen next, what are the other events that are gonna develop, yada yada yada, so on and so forth, right? So that is kudos to the writer for being able to do something like this. And I mean, the pacing is just it's hard to say. Normally I would probably give a episode or a series like this, some negative feedback, and in terms of the pacing and whatnot, like it's a slow episode. I think we can all agree that this was a pretty slow episode, but at the same time, it's just so, there's just something there that keeps it compelling. I think I mentioned this all the way back in Baki as well. The series does have a way of making even, normal and even to a certain degree pointless or senseless dialogue entertaining. And I think that is definitely something that you can't take away from the author and the writers here. So, good on them. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. I presume that the, Kaiki didn't mention what was the results of the closet exploration, right? So I think that might come into play in the next episode while Kaiki has his big sort of showdown with Hanekawa. Should I call it a showdown? Maybe not, but I do kind of feel like we are going to learn a lot more important information in the next episode. So, looking forward to that. Hope I'll see you guys then as well. Stay tuned, and bye-bye.